Sherik sherik yen ten Sheyen rik pi yen ten
Dajin lop tu tulu Meta me binurbu Shirik yenten ino Dajin lop tu tulu Meta me binurbu Shirik yenten
Kuzampola to all the listeners across the country. This is Kezang Chodin from Alekha Primary School. This radio program is to reach to all the children across the nation. Today's lesson is for class 3, lesson number 5, and the topic is fraction. Yes, the topic is fraction. By the end of the lesson, each one should be able to, number 1, describe the fraction using both fraction numbers and fraction words. Number 2, represent or model fractions using diagram. Number 3, describe mixed numbers. Number 4, write a decimal tenth fraction into decimal numbers. So these are the 4 objectives of today's lesson. Now, look into introduction, please. We will start from introduction like always. Introduction says, a fraction represents a part of a whole or a part of a set. You may have noticed you have seen this definition in class 2 also. Yes, you have already learned about fractions in class 2. So, I won't explain what is fraction because you already know. Okay, directly let's go into example. Example 1. There is a circle which is divided into 4 equal parts and one part is shaded in dark blue. Now, fraction for this shaded part we say as 1/4. 1 on top is numerator which tells us about the parts that are counted, and 4 on bottom is denominator which tells us total number of equal parts in whole. So fraction is 1/4. We already learned this in class 2. The same picture and the same definition about numerator and denominator. Now, let's directly go into mixed number. Can you see mixed number below introduction? Now, this is a new topic for you. You didn't study this in class 2. What is mixed number? When a fraction and a whole number are written together, it is called a mixed number. Yes, so mixed number will have one whole number and one fraction, and when they are written together, we call it mixed number. You can see example. One whole image is given with part, which is also a part of a whole. So we write whole as 1 and part as 2/3. Can you see that? And when we read a mixed number, we read it as 1 and 2/3. So this is how we read mixed number. So this is all about mixed number. Now turn to page number 14. Do you see decimal tenth? This is also a new topic for you. So I want you to focus on decimal tenth. A fraction with a denominator of 10 is called decimal tenth fraction. We can write decimal tenth fractions in decimal forms. For example, 1/10th is known as decimal tenth fraction, and it can be written as 0.1. You just have to add point. So, in this level, you are in class 3, so you will learn only about decimal tenth. There are decimal hundred, decimal thousands, but you don't have to learn about it. So, you just have to know how to convert decimal tenth into decimal number. So, 1/10 equals to 0.1. So this is all about decimal tenth. We have learned about fractions, mixed numbers and decimal tenth. Now let's do activity based on that. So you will do lots of activity. We have 3 activities here. Can you see activity 1? Okay, so activity 1 says write the missing fraction or the fraction name for each of the representation given below. The first one is done for you. Okay, so there are 4 representations, 4 image, let's say image, which is a fractions. So now what you have to do is you have to fill up the blank. Some we have to write fraction word, for some we have to write fraction number. So looking at the example A, you can fill up the fraction number and fraction word. You know how to write fraction number and fraction word. We have already learned that. Okay, so this is all about activity 1. Can you turn to activity 2, which is on page number 15? Okay, activity 2 says write a mixed number for each of the set of diagrams. The first one is done for you. So we have only 2 questions. This is for mixed number. We have already learned about mixed number. So activity 2, you have to remember what you know about mixed number. So A is done for you. So we have 2 whole and 1 fraction. So it is 2, 1 and fourths. Can you see that? So you just have to count how many parts is shaded in a fraction. First 2 shape is whole. So if we write 2. Now if we look at the third shape, only 1 part is shaded among 4. So we write it as 1/4. So mixed number here is 2, 1 and fourths. So this is how we write mixed number. You do for question B and C. I hope you can do it. You just have to count whole and fraction. Very easy one. Okay, so this is about mixed number. Now look into activity 3. Are you on that? Good. Activity 3 says change the following fractions to decimal tenth. The first one is done for you. Very easy. So what is question saying is there is decimal tenth fraction. Now looking at the decimal tenth fraction, convert that fraction into decimal number. So A is done for you. You just have to write like A. So B and C, you do it yourself. Okay, that's it. We have 3 activities here. Activity 1, which is all about fraction. Activity 2, which is about mixed number. Activity 3, which is about decimal tenth. Very good. So I hope you can do this by all yourself. So now we have reached to our end. That is self-check for learning. Yes, you want to check yourself how you have understood, isn't it? So the question here says represent each of the following with a diagram. So are you on that, by the way? Self-check for learning. Represent each of the following with a diagram. So there are 3 questions, A, B and C. So looking at those fractions, you have to draw a image or picture using different shapes. You can use any shapes, be it circle, be it hexagon, be it triangle, be it pentagon. This is up to you to use any shape. Now at the page 16, there is a box upside down. I am sure now you know what is this box for. This box is the answer for all the activities. Activity 1, 2, 3. So you can cross-check at the end. Okay kids, that's it for today. I hope you understood my lesson about fraction, mixed number and decimal tenth. So stay home, stay safe, keep washing your hand. See you in next lesson. Bye.
Şerik 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 yenten Şeyin rikbi yenten
Dajin lop tru tulu Meta me be norbu Chirik yenten Majin lop tu tulu, meta maybe norbu.